खा खा, मम्मा काम करता है.
कनेक्ट नहीं हुआ अभी तक. इन्हें ऑन से बस नहीं पूछना था. कौन चल
प्रकाश जॉईन झालं पण मी ऑडिओ तुम्हाला
Good afternoon.
So good afternoon all. Just wait for 2 to 3 minutes. We are
Good
going to start
afternoon,
it in
ma'am.
a while. Good afternoon. Okay. So most of the participants are still
Okay, ma'am.
joining. That is why we are waiting. Okay. So only 2 to 3 minutes. Then we will start the meeting. Fine.
Yes, yes.
And please unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
Please. Sorry, mute yourself. I'm listening some sound. Please mute yourself. There is one icon of that speaker, okay, on your left side on your screen. Please mute yourself so that your voice, background voice, will not listen to us. Please mute.
आज घ्या.
घे तुपाकडे थांब आता कसे ठेवायचे
म्यूट केलं का
तुला कुणाला बघायचंय तुला कुणाला बघायचंय
हॅलो संजना. तुम्ही कुणाला बघायचं?
स्टार्ट व्हिडिओ
आणि రికార్డింగ్ ఆన్ ఉందారా ఇది ఏందన్నా ఇక్కడికి ఇలా పేర్లు వస్తాను కదా ఇక్కడ ఫోన్ నంబర్ వస్తుంది ఇక్కడ పేరు రావాలి बोल ना.
गुड मॉर्निंग कल्पना मैडम.
Hello. So am I audible to all of you? Please show your thumb
Yes.
if I am audible to all of you, please. Okay, thank you very much. So let's start the today's webinar. Good afternoon, one and all, and welcome to the first webinar that enables skills in English language. So without wasting our time, I would like to request our facilitator and today's facilitator of this subject that enables skills in English language teaching is Dr. Shubhra Roy from Nagpur. So I would like to request actually I want to introduce her first. So Dr. Shubhra Roy is working at Somalwar High School and Junior College, Ramdaspet, Nagpur, as an assistant teacher. She has an experience of 25 years as a teacher and 15 years as a master trainer in ELT projects. And she is a member of Board of Studies in Bal Bharti as a Maharashtra textbook Bal Bharti Pune, and she's a member of BOS at Junior College of Somalwar Science College as well. And I am very proud to say that in 2016 she is awarded by Savitri Bai Phule National Award, and we are very pleased that, to know that she presented and conducted many workshops as a master trainer around all over the country. So thank you very much for joining us. Only 100 participants are allowed to join this meeting. That is why most of the participants are waiting beside the room, because they joined late. That is why they didn't get chance to join this webinar. So who joined first, they already got the chance to join this webinar. So you are very lucky that you are the part of this event. Thank you very much again. And our education officer and our honorable principal will join us very soon, because they are engaged in another meeting, Zoom call on with honorable secretary ma'am, and they told me that they will join us very soon. Okay, so now I'm going to request to Dr. Shubhra Roy. Please start the webinar of today. Dr. Shubhra Roy. Yes. Hello, ma'am. Hello. Hello. Ma'am, wait a minute. I'm going to unmute you. Okay, ma'am.
Now can you hear? Yes. Now can you hear?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So
Sorry
shall
for
I
the
begin?
inconvenience. Yes,
No,
ma'am.
it's okay. So first of all, thank you so much, Diet Chandrapur, for inviting me to introduce the webinar. And I welcome all the participants. 96 participants I can see on my screen. I welcome all the participants with my presentation. Before I start with the presentation, let me tell you, let me instruct you that these 40 minutes that we are going to be together will be only purely based on the basic skill of language, that is listening. The first thing that I would like to tell you all is, amidst this crisis, we have connected ourselves online to learn something, and let's decide that before we leave this webinar, we definitely try to develop at least one skill that will help us to learn the language and to make learning more joyful with the children. So shall we start? Shall we begin with the presentation?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Kalpana ma'am, the first slide.
Yes, I already started the first slide.
Yeah. So we are talking about let us all first see the topic. So I want the previous slide first. The previous slide.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is the topic for today: enabling skills for English for teachers of English. I will be using only English language throughout the webinar, because I believe that I have a totally Indian accent which everybody can understand. If anybody has any question, you may raise the question at the doubt clearing session or at the end of the session. Now the first slide. Everybody of us know that we need to develop these 4 skills of language learning when we are learning or teaching the language. You can see these 4 figures. First, the very first is L, that is listening. The second comes is speaking. The third is reading, and then comes writing. Now, my dear teachers, I know that first of all, I would like to salute you that you are doing a commendable job at your levels when you are especially serving the age group of children between 5 and 12. That is the most crucial stage of every child to develop his or her own language. And most of us face the same problem, that we are the only resource in the classroom from where the children can learn the language. They do not have an approach or access to various other resources. So we are the only resource to them, those who look up to us as a resource for learning the language. So the basic form of listening, the basic form of developing a language skill is listening. Now everybody knows, it is open to all, everybody knows that when a small child starts speaking, the mother or the father does not teach any grammar to the child. How does the child learn? The child learns only by what he listens continuously. And that is why listening is supposed to be the most important part or the most important skill of learning a language. Most of the times when teachers come to me with their problems, they say, Madam, we are unable to speak fluently. That is the only problem. Now, that is not the only problem. When you say that you cannot speak fluently, that means you have less listening habits. This webinar is your listening exercise altogether. You have to listen carefully, and if you follow the points that I tell you, it is definitely going to add to your abilities or skills in English language. If you wish to speak well, you have to listen to good English. A good listener of good English always turns out to be a good speaker. So, listen to some good English for at least 15 minutes from whatever good source you can lay your hands on. Let's go to speaking one by one. I'll be taking the presentation. Let's go to the listening skill first. Next slide, please. Yeah. Now here in this slide, I have given you 3 types of listening. Active listening, selective listening, and emphatic listening. Empathic listening rather. The spelling has gone wrong there. Empathic listening. Active listening is something which you are doing now. Now you are actively listening to me. You are trying to find out something which will be of help. Second part of listening is going to be selective listening, where you will listen to only what you want to listen to and leave out the rest. And last part will be empathic listening. Empathic is related to sensible listening, where you are going to feel and then listen to learn something. The webinar is going to be an activity-based webinar. So I hope that you have your pen and paper with you. We can use some pen and paper also while doing the listening activities. These activities can be well conducted in the classroom. So what are the 3 main activities that I'm going to talk on today as far as listening skills to be adopted are concerned? Can we have the next slide, please, ma'am? The next slide, please. Yeah. Now, activity 1 for today is listening activity, wherein I have put some logos on the screen, if you can see. The first logo is about music. The second logo is about the news channels that give you a good listening habit. And the third logo is about a passage. If you can listen to passages, if you can listen to audiobooks, if you can listen to conversations, you can develop very good listening skills. So are you all ready for the activity? Everyone is ready? How I can see some of you. Can you just raise your hands and tell me that we are ready for the activity? I'm going to take an activity 1 for listening. Right. So first, listening activity. Now, since we are most of us are teaching the primary and the upper primary level, let me tell you that teachers are expected to be good singers, good dancers, good artists, good mimicry artists to mimic before the children and say. So the first activity that I'm going to tell you is a song. I'm going to give you a 3-second song, present a 3-second song in front of you. The song is going to be a fast song. You have to listen to the song carefully. And then I will give you the question that is related to the song. Are we all ready with our pen and paper? Can you all hear me? Shall I begin?
Yes.
Okay. So the song goes like this. It's a primary level song. Listen to. I will sing the song twice. First, I'll sing the song. Then I will give you a question. Then I will sing the song again in a little low pace so that you can understand the words. The words are very simple. So I am beginning with the song. Listen carefully. My grandfather's clock was too large for the shelf, so it stood 90 years on the floor. It was taller by half than the old man himself, though it paid not a penny with more. Only this part of the song. Did you all listen to the song? If you have all listened to the song, I want you all to write down as many words you could understand in the first pace singing of the song. I will give you 60 seconds, that is 1 minute, to recall what you have heard and write as many words as you can. This is a listening activity that can be taken for the students in the class. After 1 minute, I'll sing the song in a lower pace so that you understand the words. Because you are teachers, your grasping is more than the students. That is why I sang the song a little fast. As many as 5 words. If you can have as many as 5 words of this song, then I suppose that you are a good listener. After 1 minute, I'm going to ask you the same question. You keep to yourself. How many words could you say? How many words could you understand? How many words could you write? "30 seconds over. I'll still give you 30 seconds more for this activity. "30 seconds more for this activity. Anybody can give me the answer in the chat box. We are not supposed to open our mics. Oh, fine. Manjusha ma'am. My grandfather has us, so it stood tall as long as many words you could give. Many words. I'm so happy that you all are so active teachers. Right. So your last 1 second. Your last 1 second for the activity. Last second for the activity. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, Vaibhav Rakde. When my grandfather had a long 90. So many words. At least teachers, you all have tried and you all have taken more than 5 words. 5 to 7 words I have seen just now. Now I'm going to sing the song slowly. Now you find out. Yes, Raghavendra sir, my grandpa all told 90 years. Very good. So now I'm going to sing the song slowly and you can add on to the listening activity. You can add on the words. My grandfather's clock was too large for the shelf, so it stood 90 years on the floor. It was taller by half than the old man himself, so it paid not a penny weight more. I think now you can write the whole song because the song was sung in a very, very slow manner. And you could take down a lot of words from the song now. So this is the first activity of the day. Now I want to ask you teachers, could you add more than 10 words to your song? Could you add more than 10? Let's say 10 or more than 10 words to your song. When we are trying to tell the students about our listening activity, 13 words, very good. So what do? We directly get into the rhyme. We directly go and tell them 1, 2, buckle my shoe, 3, 4, shut the door. Instead of going, listen to the rhyme first, and you shall be, if you can get hold of some teachers are the best resources that can give the sources to your students. So try this activity and see that your children will recognize, listen carefully and recognize the words and will be able to write them. Even if they are not able to write, because it's in smaller classes, 4th and 5th classes, they are not able to write the spellings. You can tell them to repeat the words. Whatever word they have understood from the rhyme, from the song, you can ask them to repeat the words. They will do it and they will learn faster. Listening activity number 1 is this. Now coming to an end of the listening activity 1, let me go to the listening activity 2, which I am going to relate to the current situation. Today is the 37th day of our lockdown and we are at home. All these 37 days, I believe that everybody has watched the news channels. Everybody has watched the news. Either you have been listening to English news or Hindi news or Marathi news, but there are some words in English from the news channels which have constantly hit your eardrums. I want you to recall all those regularly used words in the news channels which are related to the coronavirus 19. And I am giving you just 30 seconds. Jot down as many new words you have learned from this coronavirus news channel. Very good. The immediate first word has come to me, that is pandemic. Very good. What is the second word or what is the third word? I want to know those words. Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Raghavendra, sir. I want to know the words from you. One word I got is pandemic. The other word from Miss Satyajit, sir, Manjusha, ma'am, pandemic, shutdown, plasma. Yes, right. What else? Isolation, biotechnology war, doctor, right, epidemic, lockdown, corona. So many words you are giving me. I think मेरी list भी इससे छोटी है. You have given me so many words, right? Social distancing, nobody knew before what was social distancing, especially social distancing in India, nobody knew. Now people have started understanding what is social distancing. So these so many words, mask, right? So many words you have got. Now, what is the next activity when you have counted on these words, when you have made a list of these words, how you can improve your vocabulary? Go to the Google, find out the meaning, not now, after this activity, after the webinar. Make a list, go to the Google, find out the meaning in English as well as in your mother tongue, Marathi, Hindi, whatever is your mother tongue. And also, the extended activities can be, what is the difference between pandemic and epidemic? What is the difference between quarantine and isolation? What is the difference between vaccination and immunization? See, same vocabulary, same topic, but you can go on extending your vocabulary after you listen to all these things. I think we knew what is quarantine, but quarantine was not so common until and unless we heard this so many times in the news. Everybody knew what was an epidemic, but pandemic, we are witnessing it for the first time in our generation. So there are so many things to learn even in the hours of crisis. This was a second listening activity, which can be an extended activity, and even 7th standard children are giving such answers. Teachers, let me tell you, when I had a video conferencing with my students in 7th class, even 7th standard children gave me answers like pandemic, epidemic, and there is a new term that the children have come to know is a COVIDiot. COVIDiot is a person who is straying outside even after the lockdown. Sensing no trouble for himself and sensing no trouble for the others. So I think these activities, this is just an example. You can take many such activities in the class which will prove the listening activity, because the more you listen, the more you will come to know about the vocabulary and the more you will learn how to speak. So this is the end of the activity. Let me give you the answers to these activities. In my next slide, you will find the answers to the activities. Madam, can we change the slide, please? Yeah, this is the song you can see. This is the song that I was singing for you. I sang only the first 8 lines of the song to save time. This is the complete song. See, when you take a singing activity, you can extend the activity by saying, how many times did the word clock appear in the song? Or, how tall was the clock than the old man? Or, how many times did the word old come in the song? These are the extended activities that you can take for listening activities. And here you see the in the next part of the slide, second part of the slide, you see the words that I have written. Most of the words, teachers, you have already given the answers. So lockdown, isolation, respirator, ventilator, mask, curve, gloves, hand wash, sanitizer, etc. So this was the first activity, that is a listening activity. I hope you all liked it, and I hope you all got to practice it at home and even in your school when your school reopens, and even at Zoom cloud meetings with your children. The next activity that we are jumping to directly from listening is speaking. So let's go to the speaking activity. Speaking activity. Yeah, what do you require actually for speaking? I wish this webinar, this was not a webinar and this was a seminar, so that I could hear you people speaking, but I can see you people writing down there your comments. Speaking activity comes immediately after listening activity. These are the features which you would like to have in speaking. First, we all would like to develop proficiency in speaking. Make social contacts, because you cannot speak to yourself. You need people around you to speak to, and that is why you need to have social contact. Establish a rapport means you should have a person where you can speak with a lot of confidence. Even if you are going wrong while speaking, that person will help you to come out of that shortcoming. That is why you need to establish a rapport. Express an opinion. Please don't be afraid to express your opinions in English. Please don't hesitate. Please don't have any kind of inhibition to speak out your mind. And then you have to practice a lot. For practicing, what do you need to do? First 5-10 minutes I told you how you should listen. And the second, let me tell you, is that you have to talk at least 5 minutes, 15 minutes in English every day, so that you will achieve the fluency. Face the challenges of speaking in English and just express yourselves. This is how. Now, what do we do in our schools? We say that the children do not understand English. So, madam, we can't speak in English in the class. But how did they learn to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, have a nice day? Because you said in front of them, they learned listening to you. And that is why you will have this problem the first 10 days, but please observe, first 5 minutes conversation in the class should go through English only. And you will realize the change in your class that after 15 days, your children will pick up at least a couple of words from what you said. I think that is not a bad idea to begin, isn't it? So we can begin like that. Practice talking, practice speaking. Now, what are the challenges that we face when we know how to speak and what to speak? The next slide will tell you. Madam, the next slide, please. The next slide, please. Yeah. See, what is speaking going to include? This slide will tell you everything about speaking. The first and the foremost is, I'll consider gesture. Because many times when you don't have a good vocabulary, your body language helps, your facial gestures help, your hand movements help. So gesture is very important while speaking. Then I will go to intonation. Your talking should have a proper high pitch and low pitch. It should have proper pitching when you speak. Otherwise, what happens is, when you say sorry, just take the word sorry. When you say sorry, you don't know whether you are apologizing or whether you are trying to say excuse me. Because when you say sorry in the falling tone, it is apologizing. And when you say sorry in the rising tone, for example, sorry, this is the rising tone. When you say sorry in a rising tone, that means you want to say excuse me or beg your pardon. So English meaning changes in intonation. You have to be very perfect with your intonation when you speak. Sounds, word sound. Pronunciation. For Indian English, pronunciation will not be considered as important as long as you know how to speak. But pronunciation definitely beautifies your language and gives you confidence. So pronunciation is very important, and especially pronunciation is important when you're talking about things like WOMAN also woman and WOMEN also woman. Then your pronunciation, if you pronounce it like this in the class, the children will consider it as WOMAN and write the spelling wrong. So singular is woman and plural is women, WOMEN. So this is how pronunciation matters. If any student says, somebody comes and says that I went to the doctor to taste my blood, if the pronunciation of TEST is not proper, then the spelling becomes TASTE and it will give a wrong meaning to the sentence. So pronunciation, a very important feature in English. And finally, in the green tablet on my slide, you will find I have written fluency oblique accuracy. I did not write fluency and accuracy. We have 2 minutes to stop and then to rejoin. I will explain. Fluency is important or accuracy according to you teachers. You have to think on your own. For me, in the initial stages of speaking, fluency is more important because that is going to give you practice. And as you progress with your language, then you come to accuracy. If you try to be accurate in the initial stages, you may fail to be fluent. So fluency for me, for you it can be accuracy, I don't mind. Okay, so participants, I am getting a message and you all are getting a message that we have to stop here and we have to rejoin. When we rejoin, we come to the challenges of speaking. So we will stop here and please come back because I have speaking activities, writing activities and reading activities also for you on the next part of this webinar. Let's meet again after 2 minutes. I'm leaving you with the slide of challenges in speaking English. You can see the slide and you can think about it. Think about your challenges. Think about what challenges do you face while speaking in English or while learning English. Kalpana ma'am, are we supposed to log out?